This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 103, and I have a special guest in the building. I don't know if you guys remember episode 15, but welcome back, Labria.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
Episode 15. I know we talked about it briefly, but do you remember what we talked about on that episode? Because I don't. I haven't listened to it in 2-3 years.
Yep, I don't do podcasts often, so I happen to remember that one. We just talked about mental health. I think at the time, I think Shikari was
The smoking weed thing?
Yeah.
That was the. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a while ago. So we talked about that.
Jesus Christ. But 15, this is 103, so how many episodes? That's 100? No, I'm just playing. I was about to say that's 127 episodes later, but it feels like it.
Yeah, it does. 2 years, a lot can change.
A lot. So for you, in the last couple of years since the pod, has anything changed? Are you a different person slightly?
Different. No, but I got married.
Did get married.
I got married in 2022. It was nice. Had a honeymoon, and now I'm a stepmama, and yeah, so it's a big change since the last 2 years. But besides that, it's a big change. Nothing really. Same.
Same you.
Same me. I don't believe in that whole I'm a different person every year. I just feel like there should be an improvement.
Yeah.
Every year, but no. Still same, Bria.
I would say I'm a slightly different person than I was then. I think then I'd maybe let certain things slide a little more easier than I do now.
Boundaries, we love that.
I think even with the podcast back then, it was kind of like whoever can come can come. Now it's like you can't come. Like
Right.
It really just depends on how our connection is and what conversation looks like. So
Right.
definitely wanted to shout that out. Like I tell everyone who's ever been on the pod more than once, like, if you had said no, who knows if the podcast exists now? What if you just said no and I stopped doing the pod? So, yeah, that's a thought that always crossed my mind. Like, what if people said no? Like, what if I had asked them to come on the pod and they're just like, hell no, fuck you?
Yeah. I think we're in a world where people just kind of like to hear themselves talk. And, I
Facts.
just feel like, when that offer is being presented to someone, like, oh, heck yeah. Well, you think I'm important enough to come on your podcast? Yes. So I don't really see anybody telling you no.
I don't think I've had anybody say no outright.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've definitely been like, I don't think it's the best fit for you to come do this because I don't think we would work. And I also hate working hard on the podcast. Like when you get someone who's just like super quiet, doesn't really want to say anything, and then I'm over here like having to
Pull it
work.
out of 'em?
Yeah, those are always the tough ones.
Yeah, I can only imagine. That.
But we're both kind of big into food, right?
Yes.
Do you ever go to H Mart?
Oh, I love H Mart, but I will tell you, the Asian market on North Lamar, MT, it's my van, but just says MT on the top. That is a little bit better than H Mart, I would say.
Is that Lamar?
North Lamar.
I don't know streets. Is that
Chinatown.
Okay, Chinatown. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a dumpling place in there that I really like. I think it's called the Taste of
Dumplings, I
Yeah.
think is what it is.
Yeah, it's lit.
I just like that one a little bit better. I feel like it gives you more of a variety. H Mart gives me a little bit of anxiety. However, I did discover the other side of H Mart. There's like a whole
The food court?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No. I found that out very recently, and it had a band performing. I was like, what? This is too much.
See, I discovered H Mart the opposite. I went there for the food court and then found out there was a grocery store next to it.
See, but that food court hasn't always been there. It has not always been there.
As long as I've been going, and it's been some years.
Okay, was it? Maybe I just never went on that side. But I've been in H Mart, and I mean, I like it. I just prefer MT. I know where everything's at. But when I seen that food court, I was like, whoa.
It actually used to be bigger. Like there used to be more shops. I know there's still shops over there now.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Everything's full.
There used to be more shop. All those restaurants haven't always existed there.
Okay.
But there used to be like a more what what do you call those things? Like a PX military vibe, like shops over there.
I noticed that there's like a little hallway behind the food court. It's like a little clothing store.
Yeah, there's a clothing store. Used to be barber shop, sunglass place.
Yeah, sunglass place.
Well, there was a lot more back in the day.
Yeah, I
but
was pretty in awe when I seen all that. I was like, whoa, this is a lot. I definitely still prefer MT though.
with all that being said,
With all that being said, I'll go to MT and stick to what I know. And it's funny, my grandma, she's Asian, and she'll be the first to tell you, you should have my grandma come on your podcast. That'll be hilarious.
hey, that'd be lit. We've had all kinds of guests. I have yet to have a grandmother on.
Oh my gosh, she said, what this for? But she'll tell me she don't like H Mart. She lives in Cedar Park, but she don't like H Mart because she says they cheat you. They cheat you out of your money.
Really?
Yeah, I know she just be talking, but she's like, yeah, they cheat you. You have to watch them when they check you out. So you go to MT, they're honest there.
Oh well, shit. I'm that might be facts because I'd be like, damn, this didn't add up in my head. The
Yeah.
$177.
Watch them in them lines because my grandma said they would cheat you. So
Goddamn. All right, H Mart.
I don't know. She just be talking.
Yeah, I mean, have you tried any of the food in the food court?
Oh, I kept seeing the K dogs all over the place, and I was like, "What's so special about this K dog?" So I did try one of the K dogs.
Nothing
there.
special about it.
It was not good.
There's nothing. It's a corn dog.
I was like, I even got the one with like the potato pieces on it.
Flavorless potatoes.
It was very flavorless. I was not happy with it. I was like,
There's an actually brick and mortar one of those, like an actual.
yeah, over there by 99 Ranch, airport, right?
Yes.
Yep.
In that whole little market, it's a bunch of Asian places over there.
Yeah, 99 Ranch is the other grocery store.
Is that in there?
Yep. It's
Okay,
in the
it's on the
shopping
corner?
center. Yep.
Okay, I've never been in there.
That's pretty much another like smaller version of H Mart.
Oh, okay. I've never even thought to go in there. I've been over there a billion trillion times.
Yep.
Tried all that food over there and never
You tried
thought to go in there.
BBQ?
I have.
Yeah, they got one at Cedar Park now.
There's a restaurant attached to H Mart, not like in it, but like attached to it called Honey Pig.
Yep, I've been there.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the most fire food I've ever had, but
Yeah,
it was
I
cool.
like the whole
I
little
like the atmosphere.
the experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
sitting on barrels.
Yeah, I'm too tall to be doing that shit. Yo. I look nuts sitting on a fucking barrel. 6'3" on a barrel.
I could see you
I look
probably being
nuts.
like hunched over. Me and my mom sat there easily.
I look nuts. Someone took a picture of me. I'm like, I look disgusting.
Oh,
This is sick.
Like you're playing with children, like child.
Yeah, like table low to the ground and shit. What's your favorite restaurant? Like if someone was to come from out of town and be like, La Brea, what's your go-to place? And this is for all the marbles. This is the one you pick. So if you pick this, your picking decisions are fire for the rest of your life.
Oh my gosh. I don't have a favorite restaurant. Golly. I am taking my girlfriends tonight to a restaurant that I actually really enjoy. It's downtown. It's called Barchi. Really like elegant sushi vibe. I love sushi, so I wouldn't call it my favorite, but it's good enough for me to make a big recommendation for all my girlfriends to go to tonight. So I would say that one's really good. Great vibe. And then again, I just love sushi. I could eat sushi every day.
I'm not a big fan of sushi.
What?
I don't know.
Is it the raw food? Is the raw part that kind of turns you off? Or you just have maddening? That's good.
Yeah, I would say it's the raw fish.
Okay, well then I can't convince you. I can't.
I can do veggie rolls or like shrimp ones or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I can't do the raw tuna and shit like that.
No, I gotcha. I love it.
Maybe I could. I just don't want to.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. It's not bad, honestly. It's really not bad. I have my limits though. Like there's stuff that I won't eat, but I'm pretty adventurous.
So what food? I know you said we were talking before we started the pod about waiting an hour for food, and that was the crab place, right, in Pflugerville?
Yeah, that's the only place that I've really had to wait a while for food, and bless their heart, it was like opening day. It was the King
Crabs?
King Crab in Pflugerville, and it did take about an hour, but then to get my food.
I'm actually like salty about the location of that restaurant because it took over my absolute favorite Chinese restaurant,
There
which
was
is
a Chinese Great Wall, right?
Great Wall Express. They replaced them.
Are they still there? I don't really go into Pflugerville that much.
They're not, but they had 2 restaurants. The other one is off of 79.
King Crab, right?
No.
Oh.
The
Great Wall.
You're talking about Great Wall Express. No, I think they are still open.
Wow. I haven't been over there, so.
It's different over there. They got a whole bunch of food shit over there now. Like
Really?
that whole Stonehill area is lit. Like all those restaurants, Torchy's, Chili's, Chinese food, Mexican food.
I'm not a fan of Torchy's.
I love some Torchy's, man.
Oh no.
Why don't you like Torchy's?
Man.
Get the trailer park trashy.
I think Torchy's is a sorry excuse for tacos. I tried Torchy's and I was like, come on, man.
What'd you get though? You can't be going to Torchy's and getting like the brush fire or some stupid shit.
I don't remember what I got, but I got 3 different kinds and they were all trash. Their sweet tea was really good though.
They have good queso.
Nah, Torchy's is not it.
Torchy's is a Texas staple, okay?
Yeah, a certain part of Texas. I'll stick to my Marcelinos on the east side and my Cuartos tacos on the east side. I'll take that. My Rosalitas, I think is what it is.
Damn.
But yeah, nah, no to Torchy's and Taco Deli, no to both.
I've never been to Taco Deli.
You're not missing anything.
But yeah, that whole little area is it's a chain restaurant, but it's over there now. It's 54th Street.
Yeah,
They
had that in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's where I went to it for the first time, and I didn't even realize that I went to it before till because like all the check-ins that you have on Facebook, there's a list of the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And this shit spans for like a decade, like of my check-ins.
Yeah.
And it said 54th Street in San Antonio. I was like, damn, when the fuck did I go here?
I've been here before.
For real. And it was like 2015. I was like, what the fuck was I doing then? Why don't I remember I ate here before?
Yeah, I've had it the first time when they opened up in Pflugerville, and it's pretty good. It's a good little spot where it's a very big variety.
Yeah,
You go with your family.
That Best Buy that's over there.
That's shut down, right?
It's a Specs now.
Oh, okay.
A big ass Specs. It's like the biggest Specs I've ever seen.
Wow, that's a good idea to change it into.
Yeah,
Because I was wondering what they were going to change it into, but a Specs is nice.
Yeah, I was
There's
literally
nothing in
over
that area like that.
yeah. I was literally just over there a couple of days ago, and I saw the Specs sign. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, they didn't turn Best Buy into a Specs.
No, I love that. I haven't been to that side of town in so long. We live in Austin, like by the domain, and that's just, I don't really go in Pflugerville. I may go to Hutto to see my family, but other than that, I don't really go back there like I used to. So I don't be knowing what's over there.
I'm on the go, man. Every day I got to try something new.
Yeah.
So I did want to talk about Stretch the Noodle. It's a Portland pop-up that now is officially here to stay here in Georgetown. Some of the best food I've ever had, but there was a 4-hour wait. And I wasn't mad at it. Like, I wasn't mad. I would have been mad if the food was trash.
Right.
Like, that's what would have pissed me off.
Right.
But like, I could have completely understood. Like, the lady's making the noodles to order. It's not like there's a whole bunch of noodles sitting here and they're just dropping it in a pot.
Yeah.
You see her with the dough in the water going to work and hand stretching this dough for every order.
Wow. I feel like when you realize that's your volume, like you have to at some point get employees, get a pasta maker, in a sense, to like roll them out individually.
I don't think they knew it was coming. Like, they blew up on, so they just got here maybe like a month ago and they blew up on social media and it's always just been them two. Like, they're coming from Portland. It's always just been them, and they had like a little shop there. They didn't expect it to be this busy.
They should have known where they were coming.
Because their hours
full of foodies.
Their hours are like from 11 to 9. They're consistently running out of food by 2 or 3.
Ooh, there's this new place that I found out about. Well, I've been following it for a while, and so I finally like left work on my lunch break to go get it. It's a place called Chu Sandu, and they're like these little Japanese sandwiches.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it off of Burn It?
Yes.
Okay, I've heard about it. It was in the group that I told you about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, someone posted
Yeah.
that the Japanese
Uh-huh.
sandwiches. Yeah, I've been thinking about going there.
It's so worth it.
Really?
They have like savory, obviously. You can get shrimp, you can get lobster.
I saw a strawberry one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you can get the sweet one, which is like a sweet whipped cream, but it's not like your average whipped cream. It's slightly sweet with like fruit, and it was so good. I got like one of everything to try it. It was really good because the bread is like a Japanese milk bread, so it's slightly sweet. Oh, it was so good. That was a good place.
I think they have like egg sandwiches, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I did get the egg sandwich too. It was okay. I would prefer the spicy chicken one was really good, and the lobster one was really
That's
good.
exactly where I need to be going.
Yes.
Next
But
weekend.
what made me think of that is their hours are limited as well. I think they're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. And they're only open until 10 to 2.
Yeah.
So you got to get in where you fit in with them.
That might be a move tonight, honestly. Because there is a, what is it called? I don't know the name of it, but apparently it was voted Austin's best Italian restaurant. It starts with a P. I don't know the fucking name, but apparently it's one of the best Italian restaurants around. So that's the plan for tonight. But I might have to go get me an egg sandwich instead.
Egg sandwich is definitely good. It's definitely really good. But I think they might close at 2. So
Well, fuck that. I guess we're going to get some Italian food.
I guess Italian food it is. There's this the restaurant at the Domain called Plank Provision Seafood. I'm sure you heard of it. They got this thing on the menu called squid ink pasta, and I know that sounds really disgusting, but I tried squid ink pasta for the first time in Dallas, and it was so good to the point where like I wanted to start making it at home, but I don't really want to fool around with squid ink. But they have it there, and it's so good.
I don't know. Is it black pasta?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like. I don't know. Like mentally,
I was scared to try it too.
is it like spaghetti shaped pasta or is it like okay?
It's just noodles. It's just black, and it has a slight fish flavor.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't eat sushi. It was really hard. It took some convincing when I was in Dallas. We were at a resort, and there was an Italian restaurant within the resort. She's like, you want to just try a little piece? And I was like, yeah. And it was actually really good.
Yeah, I don't know about squid ink. I think some things just got to be left alone. Like we're already cutting up their heads and firing them. We got to take the ink too. Like
You have to be willing to try it. How do you know you like it unless you try it?
that's true. That's true. I'm actually a very open minded person. So if someone put some squid pasta in front of me, I would of course try it.
You would like it. That's
Maybe.
what I plan on getting for dinner tonight. Getting that to go. I've been craving it.
They're putting a IKEA in the Domain.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Where?
I don't know.
Oh my god! I don't see where there's space for an IKEA.
I said that about the stadium across the street. I was like, where are they going to put a fucking soccer stadium?
Yeah,
Oh, right
they,
there.
They found some space for that. IKEA though, in the Domain.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, we only have one.
Yeah. Don't want to be up in IKEA drunk, yo.
Hey, I just want to chill out on your showroom.
For real, what if?
Don't mind me. I just take a seat.
What if get lit, walk in the IKEA, fall asleep on one of the beds, be out like a light?
Right? That would be funny.
That's tough. But yeah, 4 hours in line, stood in line. It was great. Food
I'm
was
glad
good.
It was good. That's a long time.
Yeah, it was a really long time. But shout out to Stephanie as well because she actually ended up paying for my food and the person or the people that were in front of her food. Like we were all there just in the trenches in line for 4 hours straight. And we luckily got food. Like the person right behind me was the last person to get food that night. So like
Were there more people?
yeah.
Wow, you got lucky.
Yeah, like if I would have got there 5 minutes later, I would have been done.
It would have been for nothing.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like people that stand out in line at Franklin's. Have you had Franklin's before?
I have. But I didn't stand out of line. It was a friend of mine who got it. They stood in line, but I've never like stood in line. Like I'm not a stand in line person, although I did wait in line for 4 hours, like the Turkey Leg Hut. I've never stood in line there. Anytime I've eaten it, someone's done that and then brought it to me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That was kind of a first time.
that was the first time for me.
Yeah, people stand in line at Franklin's every day. Tailgate, it's insane. I work very close to Franklin, so I see it every day.
It's really just barbecue, man.
It's
Like,
not all that. Honestly, I think Terry Black's is a lot better.
facts.
Or there's this place on Rosewood? Or it's right next to Rosewood called Megawave. It's really good. So, yeah, Franklin's is not all that. It's not worth standing in line, tailgating, paying people $50 to stand in line for you.
HEB barbecue hits harder. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
HEB barbecue is really good. It is really good.
It is good. It's cheaper and it's more.
Yep. I can agree with you on that.
I like that Mueller HEB. That one's lit because they have like multiple food places in there.
Yeah.
That one's lit, and they have a bar in there. Like HEB's lit.
Yeah, HEB is where it's at. I told my stepson I think his first job should be at HEB.
It's lit.
Yeah, they take care of you there.
My mom's worked for HEB for the last 30 years.
Really? Wow. Yeah, they take care of you for real.
Mm-hmm. Have you been to the one in Georgetown? They just opened like a mega HEB in Georgetown.
A mega HEB?
Like it's huge.
No, I haven't. I have not been.
It's like 2 HEBs in one. It's huge.
Wow. No, I usually go to the one in Cedar Park, the HEB Plus out there.
Gotcha.
It's pretty big too, but no, I've never been to the one in Georgetown.
Yeah, just opened maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. It's huge. It has the barbecue thing attached to it too, but it's huge for no reason.
It's huge for a reason. People love HEB.
Facts.
HEB tortillas, all of that.
I saw a couch in HEB once. They sell couches.
Yeah, the HEB Pluses do. Furniture, electronics, one-stop shop. It's like the new Costco.
That's funny.
I was actually looking up Costco recently to see if it was worth the membership for a family of 3. And it's really not. It's really not. I pulled up the Costco website and compared like a giant thing of paper towels against HEB, and it's like maybe $2 less.
Keep talking.
Okay. I mean, that was my point. Costco's is a lot less expensive or more expensive or not that much different than HEB or Walmart.
I've been going to Sam's, and Sam's is worth it. I feel like it for certain things like Gatorade, like juices and stuff like that. It's worth it. Like those places are worth it. I don't know if it's worth it food wise.
Yeah.
But Sam's has this tomahawk that I've been eyeing for like the last 6 months, and I want to buy it.
How much is it?
Like $34.
That's not bad.
34. It's like I guess it kind of depends on the size, but like I saw 30. But I just like I don't know why. Like I want to do it, but I want to do it for something. I don't want to just cook it. Oh, that actually is something I'm going to talk about later on in the episode. I'm actually going to be offering private chef services for that week.
Ooh.
But we'll talk about that, and I'll plug it. It's going to be it's
How
gonna
can
be
I
lit.
like secure you?
We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk for sure.
That's awesome.
For sure. And that's something and you know what's funny about like cooking? Like I don't post a lot of private stuff because for one, some of the couples I cook for aren't legit couples. They be in other relationships. And I don't want to be the asshole.
Oh my God.
And I don't want to be that guy.
Oh
so,
my! I mean, you ain't got to post who you cooking for.
Your secret is safe with me.
You just got to post what you did. You know, the layout.
But the thing is, like, because they will. I mean, how do I put this without like sounding like an asshole? I don't know how to say this. They don't want pictures taken.
Like at all.
At all.
Wow.
Like they don't want any record of this ever of happening type energy, you know?
What type of couple is you cooking for?
Austin. It's Austin, Texas. It's Austin, Texas. Let's keep it weird.
Oh my God.
There's some weird
That's
shit.
Insane.
There's some weird shit.
Wow. Well, that's a really good, like, that's amazing. I did make a reservation for the 14th at the only place that would allow me to do a reservation, which is this restaurant called Taverna at the Domain. But I'll cancel that real quick because I really didn't want to go there.
Yeah, so for me, it's not going to be on Valentine's Day per se, but it's going to be that week. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are going to be the days. Just because, like, I'm going to figure out my own shit on Valentine's Day.
Right, you gotta, right. That's facts, though. How dare I ask for you on Valentine's Day?
But yeah, I'll talk about it a little later in the episode because it's an announcement type energy. Because this is the first year I'm actually going to publicly allow people to inquire versus me, like versus someone having to actually know me
Yeah.
or have been around me to hit me directly and be like, hey, can you do this?
Yeah, it's gonna
And
be a
do that.
service you
Yeah,
offer.
for the first time.
So would you go to their house?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I have, prior to the pandemic, I did mainly just catering, like across the board. But the pandemic happened, and that was like, I was like, nope, I need to find a job that's way more secure and can't just shut the fuck down
Right.
if some stupid shit happens.
Right, right, right. And restaurants are one of them.
Facts.
Yeah.
That was a tough and crazy time. You left 4 years ago?
Yeah. It doesn't even seem like it was that long ago, honestly.
At all. I was just scrolling the other day, and I was like, damn, Kobe's been gone for 4 years?
I don't know about gone, but it started 4 years ago, yes.
Yeah. I said Kobe, not COVID.
Oh! I thought you said COVID. Yes, then rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah, man. I remember the day because
I do too.
Before I did this pod, I had another pod with a good friend, and this is right before the pandemic was happening. So we were like, "Oh, we about to pod crazy. We about to go crazy." Like the day it happened, she was a mess. She didn't even want to record. She was just tears down her eyes. And I was like, "Damn, that's a tough out, man."
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was terrible. It was like 2019 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 4-year anniversary was like the other day.
Wow.
Like those 4 years is nuts, man.
Yeah, they just flew by.
What during COVID, like at the height of it, did your job get like dramatically affected?
Not necessarily. I think we changed a couple of things because I work in property management.
Gotcha.
So I think we closed our office and we were only appointment only, or we were doing virtual appointments as far as showing the community, and then we would work from home. So it was changed in a sense to where like masks were a requirement around the building because we were enclosed building. You know, acrylic signs were put at our desk, stuff like that. But thank God, you know, I was in an industry that I wasn't put out of work because of it.
Yeah, at that time, and I always harpen, like I always want to remind myself of what that time looked like because like the longer it moves on, years and years, people are gonna start to forget how tough that period of time was.
It was hard.
It was a tough out because I worked in the restaurant industry and I worked a second job in like tech and like alarm systems and shit like that. So restaurant job completely shut down for that first week and a half. Hours are cut, like literally limited staff. And it was a part-time job, so I definitely didn't get the opportunity to like take precedence over anybody because it was part-time for me. And then my full-time job sold.
Wow.
Like we were deemed, do you remember having to be deemed essential?
Yeah.
Like it was against the law to be outside unless you had paperwork.
If you were an essential worker.
My job was essential. And then they sold like 2 weeks later. And we got a notice saying, y'all are essential, but we're selling the company. Your last day is Tuesday. Unless you have Wi-Fi and a laptop at home, then you can work your last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not like you could bring your laptop, but they provide home, or use your personal?
Nope. They were like, if you have a laptop or a desktop at home already, you can work your last week.
Wow.
If you don't, your last day is Tuesday. If you do, your last day is the next Friday or the following week's Friday.
Either way, your last day is coming.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard. And I see people like now like joking about like, call me crazy, but I miss 2020 because they're introverts or whatever. But I'm like, nah, man. It was a difference between just being secluded in your home and just being terrified. Like of what's going on outside. You know, if there's a virus and, you know, people are dying.
My parents wouldn't even let me see them.
Yeah. I didn't want to see my parents. Like I was nervous that, you know, I have a higher immune system.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to get them sick.
That was a tough out. I have actually been working from home since then.
Really?
I haven't gone back to a physical location to work in 4 years.
No, I mean, that's awesome. There's people that have hybrid schedules and work remotely, and I'm low-key very envious of them because I just would love that. I would love that flexibility to be able to work from home. And
I would like I would like to have a hybrid because I work 4/10s. I'm off Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. I work Sunday through Wednesday, 10 hours, 9 a.m. to or 10 a.m. to 9.
That's a pretty good schedule.
But I'm here. Like I don't have
leave
to
the
go
house.
anywhere.
Yeah.
There'll be like weeks where I literally don't leave.
Wow.
I don't leave
How is
outside.
that?
it's tough. I
Yeah.
hate that happened, but it's tough sometimes because you're like, because it like it's all one day. Sometimes you're just like, you get off of work. You're like, what do I do? Let me watch a movie. All right, let me eat. Let me go to sleep. And you just wake up again and just do it all over again.
Yeah. People tell me that too. Like when I like tell how much I love the fact that they don't have to work, they work remotely, and they're like, no, like you think it's all that, but when you get that opportunity, they would love to put on some clothes and get out the house and
actually
interact
go
with
somewhere.
people.
And I've never met my coworkers.
Wow, what do you work for?
I work for Blue Apron.
Okay, wow,
Yeah,
nice.
I've
And you
never met
them.
my coworkers.
Wow, you met them like on Teams or anything?
Yeah, we've done like not. I've actually never actually been introduced to my team. We just be in the same room.
Yeah.
Like we just because like if there's a meeting or whatever, we all gotta be there. But it's never like, hi, my name is Calvin. How are you guys doing today? How's your day going? How's
Y'all
your
just
week going?
start
It's just
talking.
we just go right into
Straight
the
to
meeting
business.
shit. Yep. And we're just all looking at each other like, I don't even know who this person is.
Wow, that's insane. Yeah, a lot has changed. I think like we've been able to discover technology to allow people to just completely work remotely, which in turn you would think had opened more job opportunities because you could work at anywhere, but it's not. I think the job market has sucked lately.
Yeah, a lot of companies like after a while went back to in the office
Yeah, they did.
for more control, but I think the work from home structure is so much more productive. Like for me, like I would say I get work done way quicker here in my home than I would have ever done in an office.
I'm the complete opposite.
Because like I literally just and I don't wake up early like 10 a.m. Like I'd be up all fucking night anyways.
Yeah.
But I wake up, get my energy drink, coffee, and I don't take phone calls. So I'm only doing emails and chats all fucking day.
See, I've worked from home a few times. Like if since I'm a property manager, I get that flexibility. I don't get nothing done. I get too distracted. TV, my cat, my husband, my kids. Like I don't get work done at all. I have to be in the office.
I'll be having a whole concert in here. I'll be playing music all fucking day, watching horror movies.
See, you can because you have a chat type situation. Like I actually got to be on the phone sometimes. I got to look at other, these meetings, and I got to not look like I just woke up. So, yeah, working at a location is better for me personally. Although I would like to work from home.
Yeah, it's been tough. And it's been across 3 jobs. I haven't worked at the same place the whole time. Like I worked for LegalZoom for a while.
Okay.
And then went from there to Blue Apron. Nice. During the pandemic, my job since my job closed and didn't exist anymore, I didn't work for a whole year.
Wow.
Unemployment. I did not work a whole year. Like it's not that I didn't want to because I tried, but no one was hiring at what I needed to be paid.
Right.
But I literally did not work for an entire year.
Man, I know a lot of people that went through that too. They went through the same thing.
Shout out to the government.
Yeah, for taking care of those people.
They took care of me. Like the unemployment was up. Like it was like what I would normally get paid for my job that closed, and then they added like a dash of $600 every time.
Wow.
I was maybe making like $2,500 every 2 weeks.
Nice.
And then, not to mention, they were just giving those little stimulus checks out too every once in a while. Yep, a little 1,214. It's out of here.
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people that were just getting unemployed and making more when they were working. So no, I held on. I'm still working.
Yeah, that was a time, man.
Yeah. No, I don't want to go back. I just hope that everybody can.
I just want people to like
take care of themselves.
With like getting information instead of just going to the store and buying everything.
Yes.
That was nasty behavior.
Well, they did that during this most recent freeze, and it didn't even freeze like that.
Yeah, everyone was like, "We got to get all the stuff." I'm like, "Do you really?"
See, that's the thing. the COVID is not going to be what takes us all out. It's going to be each other.
Yep.
So.
I remember like because my mom does work for HEB. Like, she would get me stuff because they actually let their employees shop an hour before they open.
Nice.
And then they restocked everything for people to go in and take everything. So mom would be like, "What do you need?" I'll be like, this, and this. And she would just get all that she need and everything I need, put it away, in her car or put it wherever they had the available space, and I'll just come get it. So I didn't have to worry about the
That's good.
weird store vibes. I just go
Yeah,
to my mom's
people
house
being
and get the whatever I needed.
people's interesting mask that they created.
Oh, that was nuts. I saw somebody. It was online. This dude was like in the, what do you call those jugs for water? Mm-hmm. Like he was in one of those with like just eyes cut out.
Yeah, I saw some pretty. I was like, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. Like, why? Just wear a mask. I
Those
saw
some scary times, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Literally, my parents would like leave me stuff. They'd like come get it, but you can't come inside. They would like put it on the porch.
Yep. My family would do that too. Like I think I caught COVID like 3 times.
I didn't get sick at any point.
I caught it 3 times, and at the time, my husband now we were boyfriend and girlfriend, but we ended up having a quarantine together because we both had it.
Oh shit!
So we ended up just having to. And I didn't think I had it, and I honestly didn't think COVID was even a big deal. But at the time, he lived on the 3rd floor, and I remember we were going up the stairs, and I could not make it. I would run up the stairs, no problem. I couldn't make it up 2 flights of stairs without being completely winded. I was terrified. I was like, what does this mean? Like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be on a breathing machine. But yeah, we had it like 3 times. It was crazy. Definitely don't want to go back to that.
At all. Mm-hmm. It was just like you couldn't trust nobody. One of the things I wish they would have kept is the 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Like I wish that was still like law.
That was still mandatory, yeah. Because people, especially when you're in line, like they just be
all
all over your
on you.
business. Yeah, like can you back up?
For real. We all go in the same place, bro. We all gonna check out eventually. You don't gotta be this close to me, bro.
Yeah, I
wish they would
definitely
have kept that.
I feel like that's just common courtesy. Like I always, give people some space because I want space. But yeah, people will be all up on you, like breathing down your neck. I'm like, bro, it's not gonna get you to the front any faster.
At all. And then even like with the podcast at that time, like I started the original one. COVID happened. That just went all out the window. It was like no one's coming over to do a podcast right now. Like I don't know how to do this shit virtually. Like it was all a mess before I restarted. So it was just like a lot of like, I don't know if it's weird energy, but it was a weird time. And that's why I bring it up a lot on the podcast, just because again, like as these years come along, like people are gonna forget how tough that was, and I always want to let people or have people remember like that was a tough out for a lot of people. A lot of businesses, a lot of business owners
closed
out of there.
Yeah.
Dreams
a lot of businesses
gone
closed because of that. Yeah. So yeah, I think that the people that are like, call me crazy, but I miss COVID times. I'm like, man, you better knock on wood. You want to be an introvert, just be an introvert. You don't need COVID to happen to stay indoors. I mean, come on now.
No, that's a tough out. But I did learn how to do a lot of stuff in the house. Like painting with a twist became a really big thing. They still do it now. They had kits that they send, or not send. You just go pick it up. They had all the paints. TV. Yep, they'd have like a little instructed lady on their site or whatever. You just follow what she's doing and paint. Those paintings are from Painting with a Twist.
Wow.
Except for the safe space one.
That's a nice thing to do because if you do it at home, I mean.
Oh, it's lit. You lit and grab some. You can get your own liquor.
You can do
watch a movie, chill, hang out, listen to music, your own music.
Exactly.
And just chill out. It's lit.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept that because that I feel like is something that I would rather do at home. Honestly.
Yeah, I've never actually done it in the place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've only done them at home.
I've never done it at home, but I would like to do it that way one time.
Yeah, and they're not expensive either. Like for 2 people, you're like $65, $70.
Yeah, it's about the same amount to do it there.
Oh, it's lit, dude. There's one thing that I forgot. Oh, the list.
Yes.
I sent it to you, right? So I should have it here. The list. And we've talked about this on the pod as well before, but I just always like to bring it up and get people's thoughts. So this is a list of places that no one knows who's made the list. They just know it's everywhere.
It's just a list.
It's just a list that somebody made. We don't know who.
Yeah. But
this is a list of places that women or whomever created this list said that they wouldn't accept as a first date. So the first 4 It was the Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, and Chipotle. I actually do the first 6. Olive Garden and the movies. What are your thoughts?
So it's funny that you said that because I feel like I have a Facebook friend that a while ago she made a status about something very similar, and I usually don't put my 2 cents in. I usually just scroll right on past it, but I had to comment. But hers was a little different. It was more so. It was somebody saying that there was a lake on the side of their house that he wanted to bring her to, and she was like, "Oh heck no, that's not happening." And so the comments started talking about that list and stuff like that. And my thing is this, like, the way I tried to express it to her is I was like, you got to put yourself in a man's shoes. Like, I completely understand that you want to set boundaries, you want to, you want to set the standard. I completely get that. You can still do that, right? But like, you got to put yourself in a man's shoes. So like, basically, they were talking about places that they would accept versus a lake on the side of their house, which I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Like, a lake is,
A lake on the side of the house is kind of nuts.
Okay, but she said he lives next to a lake, and
Okay.
he wanted to go there. But my thought process is, okay, you bring a blanket, you bring some food, you sit down, because I feel like people are forgetting the intention of a first date. The first date, and I didn't want to tell her this, but I was like, you're talking to someone who's recently married. I think I know what I'm talking about. But anyways, the first date is not let me see what you can do for me type situation. A first date should be, let's see if we're compatible, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like we've gotten into this stage where women are judging the person taking them on the date based on the first date, based on how much money he's going to spend. And I just feel like that defeats the purpose of the first date, because what I was trying to explain to her is, okay, let's say he took you to, J Prime Steakhouse, whatever. And I'm not saying if that's what you want, that's what you want. But if he takes you, let's say y'all sit across from each other and y'all figure out that he's an atheist or he doesn't want kids, or like y'all figure out on that date that y'all are just not compatible. Well, guess who lost out on that? Like, not necessarily, that's the whole point of dating, but this person that just took you on a date just wasted $200 on this date, when y'all could have had that opportunity to have that conversation
over some coffee.
You know what I mean? So, like, granted, standards you should have, you know what I mean? And then, like, she kind of backtracked a little bit. She was like, well, the lake is, like, not really a lake. It's a retention pond. And he's trying to take me at nighttime. I was like, well, you didn't say that. Okay?
That's different.
Like, yeah, like, after everybody kind of got on her, she was like, well, no. And I was like, okay, well, if you would have said that, then yeah, think of your safety. Let's not go to a retention pond at 8 o'clock at night. Let's not do that.
Right.
That's not what you said, right? So that's how I feel about the situation. That's what I was trying to explain to her. Yes, have your standards. Some stuff on my list, okay, don't take me to Chipotle, right?
No, Chipotle, I'm going to say the ones I think is kind of nuts.
Okay.
Chipotle is kind of nuts.
Uh-huh.
Your house is kind of nuts, unless you're a chef.
There you go. Shout out Chef Cal.
A buffet. I have a story about taking a woman out to a buffet. I did it for Valentine's Day, but I didn't do that intentionally for Valentine's Day. It just happened to be.
I think buffets are fun.
I feel like we just happened to end up there on Valentine's Day, and it was packed.
Right. Buffets are fun. Like, it's a variety of food. I think they're fun. People are so uptight nowadays. What else is on there? It's crazy.
First date at church is a little nuts for me.
That is a little nuts. That's weird.
Unless you met at church.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, unless y'all met at church. And
yeah. Then, like, I can see you, like, doing some kind of cute thing. Let's go. Hey, we go to church on Sundays anyways. Let's go together.
Yeah.
And then let's go get something to eat afterwards,
right.
type energy.
Or they're
I can
having an
understand
event
that.
there.
But if I'm just meeting you off of Tinder and our first date is church, that's nuts.
It's a red flag.
Family functions is nuts to me.
That is nuts, yeah.
Somewhere that requires a long drive. That's not nuts to me, but I think that would be dope. Let's just go downtown, I think.
I think that's weird for a first date.
I've gone on a first date with someone just going to San Antonio. That's a long ride, technically.
Yeah, I guess. Are y'all riding together or separate?
Yeah, together.
I think that's weird.
I've taken a girl to the Riverwalk as our first date. It was the first time she ever been.
I don't know. First date?
First date.
I don't know. I'm not going out of town with anybody on my first date.
It's not like we stayed out of town. It's like we went there and we came back.
No, I think. Listen, I have been very laid back on a lot of these things, but going out of town with the man on the first date, that's just a little. That's just a little weird. But I get the vibe. I mean, you took her out of town to go to the Riverwalk, right?
Yeah.
But nah, I probably wouldn't do that.
And then your house. Like I've actually never invited someone on a first date to my place. It's always their suggestion.
Yeah, I definitely invited my now husband back to my house on our first date. So just
See, it works, ladies. Just invite.
Listen, to each its own, but I did. To each its own. But yeah, I don't think Cheesecake Factory is a fine idea because that brings me to my initial point. I feel like the point of an initial first date,
Get to know each
people
other.
have forgot that. Like I don't need you to show me. I don't need you to really. I think her argument was like, well, if he really likes me, or if he's really into me or interested in me, he's going to court me and he's going to spend the necessary money to show me how much he values me. But he's not. You're not trying to buy your date. You know what I mean? Like you'll see how much he values you if there's a second, third, or fourth date. You know what I mean? Like I just there's a lot to get to know someone, and then a movie I don't suggest at all. You don't get an opportunity
You
to
can't
talk.
even talk. Yeah. I wouldn't do movies.
I wouldn't do the movies. I think something very intimate, but I think a cup of coffee. I say no to Chipotle, but I say yes to Starbucks. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
I think just something where you can conversate.
I have a rule. I don't do dinner dates as first dates. I don't do anything food related unless it's me making food.
Yeah.
As first dates. So it's just a no for me, dog. Like, why? Like, let me get to know you, and then if I like you enough, then I'll do the extra stuff.
But do you feel like you're saying that just because you know that women have the expectation of food, and it's kind of like in a way you're like, not until I get to know you. Like, is that because I feel like a lot of men are like, here are my standards. I'm not doing this for women because I know that's what y'all expect. Like, is that kind of your mindset? Or do you truly feel like there's just other date ideas?
There's just so much more to do. Like,
Yeah.
I personally, I don't want to talk over eating because I want to eat. Like, I'm not going to, especially if it's a first date, me sitting there eating and you eating just doesn't scream conversation to me. Like, I'd rather go for a walk or go to a food truck park. We can get food. I'm just not doing a sit down restaurant as a first date. Like, let's go get something that we can grab and go. Like, let's walk around. I know a dozen fucking food truck parks to where very inexpensive.
Yeah,
like, we
that
can
sounds-
grab something that you can have in your hand. Let's just take a walk.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Tell me about yourself. Who are you? Like, what are you looking for? What are your no's? What are your yeses? What's the past look like? That whole 1.5 hours of us doing that can tell me so much more than a 45-minute dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where half the time we're eating, so really a 20-minute dinner.
Right. Right. No, I agree with you. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So still no to dinner dates as first dates, guys. But I've always been that way though. Like it isn't just like a me being this age now. Like I've always been that way. Like why would I don't want to go out to eat. I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I want to get to know you.
Right.
And then of course eventually we'll do all that stuff. Like people act like time is of the essence when it comes to getting to know somebody. Like you guys have time to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like if it's gonna work, it's gonna work. If it's not, it's not.
Right.
You'd much rather know that, like you mentioned earlier, from the rip versus me spending X amount of money to learn that.
Well, our grandparents say don't put it all on the table on the first date. That's for everything. That goes for a man spending $200-$300 on the first date. That goes for a woman wearing, barely any clothing on the first date. That like there's so much that ties into that saying of don't put it all out on the first date because you never know.
I should bring your grandma on,
Not my grandma didn't say that. My grandma would tell me to marry a rich man. That's what she would tell me. So no, I don't follow her advice. I follow my black grandma's advice. Because if it's up to her, do he have money? So, nah. Yeah, I'll let you know if that'd be an interesting episode.
Pull up. Let's do it. We had a baby on the pod a couple episodes ago. Yeah,
how old?
It was a very very short episode. It was he did not like the microphone.
I'm about to say. Okay.
He was like swiping at it, but yeah, shortest episode ever of the pod. But we did it. It was funny. It was cool.
Okay, yeah, my grandma would be like, "Oh my god, that would be very interesting." I'll let her know.
Like I don't, and I think it's like the notion that this quote unquote generation is different from previous generations, in my opinion, is a myth. Like, people talk about their father, their grandparents. Well, my grandfather did this for the household and my mom didn't work. I'm like, do you think Willie Earl wanted to motherfucking change a tire, or do you think he wish he had an app to where someone would come change the fucking tire?
Right. We live in different times. Like we live in different times where we pay for convenience. So
Yeah,
I think if Willie Earl did have an app where he can task rabbit somebody to come do it, he would do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those things were done out of necessity. He couldn't afford to go to the fucking mechanic and get the shit done. So we had to learn how to do the shit.
Yep.
Now, I don't want to do the shit.
Yep. I think that we definitely are a little bit more spoiled than our older generation.
Yeah, putting those like parameters in now is nuts.
Yeah, they don't go hand in hand. They don't go hand in hand. Or even just the women that didn't work. You know, I think the cost of living wasn't as high as it is now. They could live off of Willie Earl's income.
Facts.
And their 6 kids.
Facts.
You can't do that now.
Facts.
So it is what it is, and I'm just not someone who wants to be in the house.
Yeah.
You know, a homemaker. I don't want to personally. I don't want to be that. You know. So.
Yeah, people, and this is for dudes and for women. Like, they tend to take the tradition that benefits them and then throw all the rest of the stuff away.
Oh yeah, they throw it. They forget about everything else. Yep.
All they remember, all they know is he paid all the bills and I got to stay home. They don't talk about anything else.
They ain't talking about how Willie Earl was cheating on her and beating her up.
Yep. You don't talk about that.
I don't know how true that was, but hey.
We people know. Yeah. You guys keep complaining about these 2000 dudes in the 90s.
Yeah. 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
It was a tough out over there, man. Yeah, that's a tough out.
Yep. Yeah, every generation has their own issues.
Yeah.
So, but this Gen X generation that my son's part of, it's an interesting generation.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't even know I don't know what I am.
You're a millennial.
I'm a baby boomer.
You're a millennial.
I identify as a baby boomer.
Well, these Gen X's are interesting. I'm just the main things I'm trying to teach my stepson, who's about to be 13, is just to be self-sufficient. Like, don't be a lazy nigga. Like, that's what I don't want you to be. So it's like I have all these things in place to just make sure that he can take care of himself, whether he's with a woman or not. You know, he's self-sufficient. He doesn't rely on anyone. So that's my biggest takeaway with him, because these Gen Xers they're very lazy. They're very entitled. Like, nope, not you. So, yeah, I just think every generation has their hiccup.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Gen Xers are going to be very, very intelligent.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. They have that kind of...
Them kids that didn't have to go to school for like 2 years, I'm worried about whatever generation they in. Yeah. Like the kids that were like in middle school and then didn't go to school for 2 years and then had to go to high school in real life.
You talking about during COVID?
Yeah, I'm scared of those kids.
Well, they went to school. They just did it virtually.
That's not going. It's like working from home, man. It's the same shit.
You see what I mean? You're talking about you're more productive working from home. Heck no. Heck no.
That's nuts. Yeah, I'm scared for those kids. Those kids that didn't have that real like middle school to high school transition. Instead of got dropped into high school. Because you had to get bullied a little bit in middle school before you got to high school. You can't just start the bullying in high school.
You need to be roughed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Luckily, my stepson was in elementary at that time. So he's in middle school now.
Ooh. So I want to talk about the daiquiri place up the street called... I don't know names of places. That's probably why I don't remember if I've gone somewhere
until it shows up in your check.
Until I go to it again.
Yeah, I might have to check that place out after I leave here. Be like, I'm just gonna pull up and give me a daiquiri real quick.
And it's not expensive either. Like the smallest one, I think I got it. It was like $6 or something.
That's not bad.
Where did I put it? Oh, was it called?
I think it was called like Gator Crab or Gator Topsy.
Tipsy Gator.
I was close.
Tipsy Gator. It's right up here by KFC, literally right next to each other. right here on this corner. Had some really good daiquiris. I ordered 2. I didn't drink one because I was lit. But it's actual alcohol. It's actually real alcohol. People don't know this about daiquiris. A lot of the daiquiri spots you think is super lit is using synthetic alcohol. Still, it's still alcohol. It's kind of like, what was it? What's the fake weed? Like CBD versus real weed.
K2.
That's that deadly shit.
Fake weed.
Yeah, CBD and weed, they both can get you feeling a type of way, but one's obviously stronger. Synthetic alcohol is the same thing with alcohol. If
I
you
had
ever,
no idea there was such a thing.
yeah, if you get a daiquiri, and you can do this experiment at home, people, if you're listening to the pod, go to your favorite daiquiri spot, whether it's 11 Degrees, Paradise on Ice, and whatever that other one is off the highway. Get the daiquiri, put it in the freezer. If it freezes, it's synthetic alcohol. Mm-hmm. If you go to the Thirsty Gator place, get it, put it in the freezer, it will not freeze because it's actual alcohol. Just letting y'all know that. And it's a chain. This is not a one-off
Oh, really?
place. Yeah, there's one in Killeen.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love how they're bringing. Killeen got some gems out there. I
They
wouldn't go
got some
out there.
crazy too. You know, one of my biggest fears is like my soulmate is born and raised in Killeen. Like
Why is that a fear, Calvin? That's not right. Don't put them all in a bubble.
Because like if you're born there and raised there, you know to leave. Like you should have the mental like thought process to leave there.
Yeah.
If you stayed, that's a red flag.
My husband lived there, and as
That's
you
a
can
red
see, he
flag.
left. I mean, Killeen's very affordable, and your soulmate may be military. So
Yeah, no, it's a no for me, dog. I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. It is definitely affordable. My brother lives there. My nephew lives in Killeen. You know, that's the only reason I would go there.
yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Killeen, but if your soulmate is there,
Nah, I'm gonna have to redo it, run this back.
you're moving, right?
Yeah.
We're not staying in
We
Killeen.
gotta run it back. Cause
We're looking at purchasing our first home, and houses are obviously ridiculous. And we were looking at Gerald and even Belton. I would never go to Killeen. I wouldn't go to Killeen for free, but I could do Belton. So
it's really nuts. Like, I lived in Round Rock in 2013 or 14. I had a 2-bedroom apartment for $776 all in.
it's really good.
And I didn't even take advantage of it. Like I moved from there to the metric area to a 1-bedroom apartment. And I don't know why I never put them together. Like I don't know if it didn't matter at the time, but like I moved in with someone or they moved in with me, my place in metric. And I was just thinking like, damn, I was really paying $776. I was about to say 76 cents. I was really paying that for a 2-bedroom apartment with a big ass living room.
That's insane. That's an insane price for a
Facts.
2-bedroom, 2-bath.
That wasn't hard to find 10 years ago.
Yeah, I guess 10 years ago you could find that. But I think, what year was it? I think it might have been 2013, 2014. I had a 1-bedroom, but it was probably like $1,000.
I almost lived in a studio off of Lakeline Boulevard. It was like the whole apartment was the size of this room. And it had like the bed frame in the wall.
The Murphy bed?
Yeah, so you just had to pull it out and put your mattress on it or whatever. It had like a little kitchen thing in the corner.
Yeah.
It was like 1 burner.
Wow.
And like this much counter space.
See, we have studios at the property I live at, but you have like a full-on kitchen.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it was literally like the corner, little counter space, 1 burner.
I've never seen
nothing else.
I've never seen
And it
that.
was all carpet.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you didn't move there.
I'm glad I didn't move there either. That would have been nuts, me inviting someone over. And like
Put my
my
bed
couch
down.
is like right here in the middle of the room, and my bed's back there, and my little kitchen's right here.
No, I mean, studios are cool. Like, studios are kind of the new thing, especially if, like, you're a minimalist, you're not home often. Because, again, the studios at my property are, like, they're about 485 square feet, which is very small. But they're functional. Like, it can be done, right? What you just described can't be done. That's insane.
I was this close too. I was like, they have a nice gym.
Oh, wow. It wouldn't have been hard to sell you. Come tour my property.
Before I moved in here, I went to go see like 4 or 5 properties. But the thing is, I saw this place first, so like it was very irrelevant for me to go to other places.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was already had my mind made up because they As soon as I walked in, I was like, "That ceiling's pretty high."
Yeah.
You mean no one's used this kitchen before? No, everything's brand new. Okay. All right. I'll think about it. But in my head, I'm like, I'm for sure moving
I'm
here.
doing it's mine.
I'm
Where do I
moving
sign?
here. But I still decided to go to the other places. And I got disappointed more and more and more as I went on.
Yeah, because you couldn't find anything to compare. Would you ever move downtown?
No.
No?
No. Traffic is nuts. For me to get, so
If you live there.
my, what do you call it? The physical office at my job is downtown. No one actually works in there. They just have the building for training. Like every once in a while, we might have to go up there to do a training or something like that. But that's very, very, very rare. Or if like some equipment breaks, we might have to go up there. But no one's in there. And last time I had to go up there, I had to be there at 8 a.m. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get from here to Fiesta.
Really? I drive downtown every day.
In the from like, do you go around? Like, do you do the 180?
Yeah, I get on Mopac at 183 and then 35.
Okay,
But
so
35 is hard.
this am I pointing at the right place over there? To get on to the highway going this way, the line of the exit to get on be backed up all the way down to Wellsbridge.
Wow. Wow.
Like no movement.
That's crazy.
I've sat under that little, I guess the underbridge over there by Capitol Plaza that you kind of go right under.
Yeah.
I've sat there for like a good 15 minutes, not
Wow.
moving. It's so nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I sit it every day, so it just it becomes routine. I just blast the music, but
Yeah.
I would never take 35 all the way down.
Yeah. That's what GPS told me to do.
Yeah,
but I would always
it
check
makes
GPS.
sense for you where you're at.
Check GPS. Oh, okay. How long is it going to take me? An hour to get there, and without traffic, 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, without traffic, like 20 minutes, I can get downtown. Yeah.
Man, we're an hour in.
Oh, wow. Last time I looked at it, it was like 38 minutes.
That's nuts. So I do want to make the announcement about this coming Valentine's Day. I won't be doing it on Valentine's Day, and I'll actually be putting this flyer out like on the episode. People will be able to see it, but I'm also going to post the flyer here the next few days. I'll be doing dinners, private dinners for couples, friends, or single folks. Groups of 2 only. That's all I feel like doing. I don't want to do 3, 4, 5 people. That's too much work for me. Your boy lazy. It's going to be the option of 2 separate meals. So it's preset. Unless it's something very specific that someone really wants me to make, then I'll try to accommodate that. But it's going to be 2 choices. One of the meal choices is going to be shrimp linguine pomodoro with fresh linguine pasta, tossed in garlic, tomato, basil sauce, topped with large sauteed shrimp and garlic bread. It's one of my favorite sauces to make. I love making fresh tomato sauce, and I love cooking and making fresh pasta. But I'll actually be sourcing my fresh pasta from the Pasta House, not far from Pflugerville. It's one of the best pasta makers you'll ever deal with. They make the pasta for you. It's fresh, never frozen or dried or dehydrated. The second meal option is going to be a truffle butter steak, seared sirloin, topped with truffle butter, with sides of hot honey roasted Brussels sprouts and sea salted fingerling potatoes. Again, that's going to be groups of 2. So if you guys don't feel like making reservations, or if you don't feel like dealing with all that stuff for Valentine's Day, hit me up and we can see if we can make something happen. It won't be directly on Valentine's Day. It will be the following day. So that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'll be open. It could be a lunch. It could be a dinner. We can figure it out. So if you guys are listening, y'all know how to hit me up. 2 dinners. If there's something, again, specific that you want me to make, I'll think about it.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's what I had for that. What is there anything else? Let me see. 4-hour wait. Okay, this is the last thing. So I want to ask you, and I'm going to ask the same question on the next pod too. Let's say you and your ex or an ex, and this is going to be completely hypothetical. This is real life for me, for you to answer it because you're married. But let's say you have an ex that you're friends with, legit friends. Like there's no extra stuff. You are legit admit friends. You guys are friends, right? And you personally, you saying me, get a relationship with somebody else. But you assure that new person that there's nothing between you and the ex. You guys are good. That's still a friend. And the new person's with like, I don't feel comfortable with that. But you just let them know. You actually fight for your friendship with your ex. You know what I mean? And then they turn around and get in a relationship and start acting different towards you. What are your thoughts on that?
You're saying the ex that you fought for with the friendship gets in a relationship and they don't reciprocate that.
Yes.
I mean, I think in the first and foremost, I would not fight for a friendship with an ex in a new relationship. I think if I care about that relationship, I care about my partner's feelings regarding being comfortable or uncomfortable around it, and I would expect the same return. So I would probably be that one that would start acting funny because if my partner's not feeling it, then we can't continue to do this. So I mean, I'm kind of with them. I feel like, when you agree to start dating someone, you need to take their concerns a little, pretty seriously. So if they don't feel comfortable with it, then hey, bro, we ain't friends no more.
But what if you were friends after? So when I mean ex, I don't mean a fresh ex. I don't mean like an ex that was like my previous relationship type shit.
I think if my partner's uncomfortable,
I don't think the thing is that the new partner is uncomfortable. It's that the ex got in a relationship with somebody else and didn't do what you did for your relationship. Like you got with somebody and you're like, we're friends. It's this, that's that. There's no issue there. And then the person you're now dating is now cool with that after you explain that.
yeah,
They didn't explain that to their new partner.
right.
That we're friends.
I mean, it made me feel type of way. I think.
So I blocked her.
Oh. I mean, it would make me feel type of way because, like, I fought for this friendship.
Yeah, like we're friends. If we're legit friends, right? This is nothing more.
Right.
I'm in a relationship. You know that. There's no flirting. There's none of that. When you're in town, you say, hey, what's up? Do you want to go grab a drink? Or if I'm in your city, I'll hit you and we'll grab a drink. And that's it. There's no sleeping together. There's no extra anything. We are legit friends. And we've been legit friends for 7 years after our relationship.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And then that person got into a relationship and was like, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fake. You're phony.
It
I don't want to say your name, but you're phony.
Don't say your name. But I think that is funny. And I think maybe whoever they're dating is just hella insecure.
He's fat and ugly too. I thought I should say that.
Ooh,
he can't dress either.
Oh, no, you can't dress? Oh, goddamn.
I'm hating. But it's the truth, and you know it.
Well, that sucks. It seems as though that probably really hurt you.
That hurt my feelings. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care if you fuck. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never cared. We've not been in a relationship for coming up on a decade. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so why do me like that? No, I feel you. I didn't realize there was a 7-year gap and y'all were legit homies.
Yeah, we were homies.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Phony.
Yeah, you're phony. I'm on your side here.
I needed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was super funny. And I was like, I'm just gonna block it because like I don't even want to have the conversation if that's how it is because that's nuts. Because like I thought we were legit friends. Like I can go to your family's crib without you, friends. Like they know me. I know your grandmother. I know your grandfather. I know your mom. I know your stepdad.
So what makes you think that they're acting funny? Is it one particular incident? Or
yes. So. And I knew this is what it was, but I knew this is what it was, and it was finally confirmed. Like I'd mentioned, if I'm in her, she doesn't live here, so if she's in the city of Austin, she would hit me, right? If I'm in the city she's in, I'd hit her. She was here, didn't hit me not once.
Was she here with her boo?
I didn't know that. I didn't know she was in a relationship.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know. I don't know, but I assumed she was probably with somebody. I was like, because I didn't expect a person. If she was with her dude, I didn't expect her to pull up on me with her dude, tell her dude to stay at the crib. I was a simple like, hey,
I'm in your city.
Yeah, what's up? Happy holidays. I'm here, but I'm with such and such. I can't move like that. All right, cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all I would have asked for is just hey, I'm in your city.
Yeah.
Instead of her sitting there posting all the stuff about being in the city and not even telling me she's in the city.
Right.
If I didn't, and I don't be checking for people like that anyways. I don't be looking at people's stories because fuck y'all. But I didn't look at her story or anything like that, but like I just happened to see it say like Austin in like the little circle bubble. I was like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
But I checked and I was like, damn, so you in Austin, you can hit my line?
You asked her?
I did.
What'd she say?
She said happy holidays.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you're in Austin? Happy holidays. Because it was on Thanksgiving. It was on a holiday. I don't remember what it was. But I think that's extremely phony.
Yeah.
And you're fake.
Yeah.
Fake. I hope you watch this with that fat dude.
Is there any other inkling that suggests she was acting funny besides that?
I wouldn't know. I blocked her.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate and maybe just say she was in town with her dude.
Which is perfectly fine. You can still shoot it. If I'm in her city with
Listen.
my person, I'm in a relationship, I would still hit her, but hey, I'm here.
Something I've learned recently, because we talk about evolving. Something I've learned is we can't expect people to react and do things that we would have done. Mm-hmm. And that's the sad truth, right? Like I feel like I get my feelings hurt a lot with friends, family members, because I wouldn't have done you like that, or I would have given you a heads up, or I would have communicated a little bit better. But I've noticed that you when you have that expectation of others, you're going to hurt yourself because some people don't think like that. Facts. So I'm going to play devil's advocate and maybe feel like, I'm not here with my dude. I'll catch Cal next time. I feel you, though, because she could have just said that, right? Yeah. But
and the thing is, too, any other time, any time she's ever asked me to do something as a friend, I've always done it. She'll be like, damn, no one like did anything for my birthday. Like no one even told me happy birthday, or no one. I don't have anyone to do anything with on my birthday. I'd be like, let's go do something, bro. Like it's your birthday. Yeah. I'm the same way with birthdays. I'm not a big birthday person, so she is. People just didn't hit her up. I was like, let's hang out. Let's do that. It's cool.
Yeah.
Or if it's taking a cross country fucking trip to New York, I said yes.
Damn.
In the winter. Damn. We drove from literally Round Rock, Texas to Rochester, New York.
Y'all drove?
Yes.
Wow.
28 hours.
Wow.
In the snow.
Wow. You know what? I think it might be worth to say, hey, man, it really hurt my feelings that you came into town and didn't at least tell me you were here. And see where that goes.
Oh, it's not going anywhere. I mean, I can't message a blocked person.
You can unblock her. And you can say that. Yeah,
I need an apology first.
Well, she can't apologize if she's blocked, so.
Hey, that's nothing I can do about that.
Listen, I feel you. I am very sensitive. I'm a Virgo. We are very, very, very sensitive.
I'm a Virgo.
And that's why. This is why I can feel you. I feel it radiating. You are a Virgo. I love that. But like we're very sensitive, and like we go out of our way not to hurt people's feelings, right? Like even if it's warranted, we will go out of our way to kind of bite our tongue and just not hurt our feelings. And we just expect that of other people. But some people just don't think like that. Like they're maybe not as mature, or they just don't think it's not necessary. Oh, well, he be all right. Like, no, I won't. Yeah. No, I won't.
Facts.
Like, you're my friend. So
allegedly.
I feel you. I'm a Virgo too, Calvin.
She could have at least picked a better looking guy to like lose a friendship over.
Does she realize the friendship is over?
I don't know. I don't keep up with people. People usually like look at my shit. I don't know if she's found out she's blocked. I don't know.
I don't know if this question was for some advice or just my opinion. I don't know. But if it was for some advice, as your fellow Virgo soulmate, I would say you should stick up for yourself, and you should just say that. Like, it really hurt my feelings. Like, I wouldn't have done you like that. Like, you could have just said you were in town. Like, you don't got to fish for an apology. You just got to tell her, hey, look, you really hurt my feelings, dude. Like,
I'm not healed enough to do that yet.
I feel you. I feel you. But, I mean, yeah. I think that considering how good of friends y'all were, how upset it's made you, I think that, it's worth you just reaching out and saying that. And if she apologized, she apologized. If she don't, she don't. But at the end of the day, you told her how you felt.
Facts.
So, but she need to get her a better looking dude, though.
Facts. At least let him. I think his hairline's receding, if we're going to be honest. You could have found
Calvin, not
somebody.
the hairline.
You could have found someone with a hairline.
Get up off
That's actually
him.
disrespectful.
Oh
That's
my
disrespecting
God.
me as an ex.
Listen,
like, you
just
can't,
know you're the better looking
You
one.
can't. That like you're supposed to go up. You're not supposed to hit a plateau and go down.
Oh my God, the pettiness. I'm here for all of it. You're such a Virgo.
Facts. I think the episode name should be Two Virgos. I think that would be lit.
Huh?
I think the episode name should be Two Virgos.
Two Virgos. No, I feel you, man. We can hold a grudge too. That shit sucks. And the grudge really be hurting us more than the person. Man.
Yep.
But
shout out to the Virgos, man.
no, for real. I truly feel like it's the best sign. I think that my husband was very lucky to get him a Virgo. I'll just say that.
Man, this is a good one. This is a good episode. We're about an hour 20 in. I can't say 17?
17, yeah.
Hour 17. That's a good episode.
Yeah.
That's a lengthy episode. And I gotta turn it back around and pod again in an hour and a half.
Man, you need to take you a break, go get you something to eat.
Facts.
I'm gonna give me something to eat too. I've ate all day.
Facts.
So.
I need to find out the name of the place I went this morning. I don't remember. I take pictures of the signs of places.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. I don't read them. I just
Snap for later.
Yep. But I had some good tea, some good boba tea.
I love boba.
It was like a coffee tea mixture.
The best boba place is on Riverside.
Well, we don't go south. Yeah.
Not
south.
even to Riverside.
No.
Riverside's not south.
It's pretty south. Pretty south.
Come on.
In my younger years, I was outside.
If you're gonna be a foodie, first of all, I'm only there because I work there. I'm not there after hours. But if you're gonna be a foodie, you're gonna have to go a little bit outside of Georgetown Round Rock.
I mean, I have tried.
Have you tried kanji?
I have. Is it cold?
Huh?
Is it cold or is the hot one? There's like a Chinese soup thing that's cold, and then there's
No,
hot
the restaurant kanji. It's like a.
I've tried the dish.
Gotcha. I know what you're saying. No, there's a restaurant called Kanji. It's black owned, Jamaican, Korean type flavor food.
I'm gonna go south one day. I'm gonna do a food day
That's
out
not
there.
south. When you say south, I'm thinking Ben White, Slaughter. That's south. Riverside and downtown's not south.
That's south, man.
No, anything south of the river. Now Riverside is south of the river, but Riverside has some really good food. Good tacos.
I was outside back in the day on Riverside in the
I wasn't.
student housing apartments over there.
I was. I think I went to
outside.
one college party and I was scared.
Nope, I was outside. I don't remember how I was able to fucking turn up and like make it home safely. Like I don't.
No, literally. I feel like when I look back on my life, I'm like, oh my
They're
God,
so
I'm here.
fast.
I thank God every day for being here because I lived life on the edge
Facts.
back then.
Like I look back, I've been telling the pod this for a while now. I've been watching those locked up under whatever age shits.
Yeah.
And like it'd be like a 17-year-old had one night, 30 seconds in jail for the rest of their life.
Yes.
And I'm like, fuck. Because I was in those environments
Yep.
where shit like that could have happened.
Uh-huh.
And I luckily made it out.
Yep.
But like I was in those environments where
yeah.
shit could have gone wrong.
I've been in shootouts. I've been in shootouts before.
God damn.
Yeah.
We used to fucking like, oh my God, like all the like I pause sometimes when I think about all the reckless shit I did when I was
every
a
day.
teenager, mid 20s, early 20s. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I remember we were in this house, a house party, and the cops came. So we locked all the doors and we all just sat on the floor all over the house and we stayed in that house till the next day. Cops surrounded the house. Like, it's so scary. I'm upstairs, everybody's like getting a rise out of it. Like, hell yeah, the cops can't get in here. And I'm like, how am I gonna get home? I need to get to my car. I'm so scared. I'm always in wrong place, wrong time.
Facts,
I
man.
had no business being there.
No business
I was just
doing a
a
lot of shit.
driver.
No business doing a lot of shit. It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Cause them kids be in there locked up for life.
I know.
But like you hear their story because they do like the really like tearjerker thing. They tell their stories like it was just 30 seconds, man. And you hear what they actually did. You're like, oh shit, you belong in that motherfucker.
Yeah. No, literally.
You
some
are
of
a
that
terror.
Stuff, yeah, some of that stuff be like, yeah, we were just robbing them, but homeboy pulled out a gun. Why were you robbing them? Like, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't have the gun, but you were still robbing. That actually happened in Austin. And 3 dudes robbed that house and they pulled
There
out
is
a
a
gun.
serial killer in Austin right now.
Is that still going on?
Yeah,
When they found a body, most recent.
I don't know, but
Oh.
I think it's like 10 at this point.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it in a while. That's why I wasn't sure.
I've been even with the investigator ID shit. Like I didn't notice a lot of them shits are Austin cases.
What do you mean?
Like there'll be like we call it like 48 hours, like murder mysteries and shit like that.
That's all Dallas.
A lot of them shits happen in Austin. Like, and they show places I've been like in the
Wow.
footage or whatever. Like people be getting fucked up out here, man.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Stay the fuck inside.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I made it this far. I'm gonna stay the fuck inside.
Yeah, I walk around my taser too. Ain't nobody finna catch me slipping.
Oh, Bria, this is a great episode. We just got some pictures to take, and then we'll be done.
Sounds
Was there
good.
anything else you wanted to say or talk about?
No.
This should be out pretty soon too, because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space to do both of the pods and edit. So this will be probably pretty quick. Probably what's today? Saturday. Probably be out Tuesday. I'm gonna send you all the pictures as well. Only thing I ask for you is just post about the pod at least twice, 2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
Once it's out. And even pre-out too. Like I'll send you all the pictures and you'll take your own pictures as well. So, this is the first of 2 podcasts I'm recording today. I am going to change clothes, so I won't be caught in the same outfit again for the next episode. But you guys, thank you so much for listening. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.